the Manananggal. If you came here hoping to laugh your ass off, sorry, someone already beat you to it. This creature's got people tripping hard, over an actual ass no less. We're talking about a creature from Filipino folklore who detaches her entire upper body from her lower half and flies off into the night to slurp up fetuses through the roof. Yes, really. She leaves her legs behind, just out in the open. So imagine going on a little midnight walk and seeing a full human dump truck just parked in the grass. And I'm being dead ass right now, because, it's her ass. Cheeky jokes aside, the name comes from the word tangal, which means to separate, because that's exactly what she does. Once her torso is airborne with giant bat wings and a thirst for unborn children, it's over for your ass. She scans the rooftops for pregnant women, snakes her long, hollow tongue through a crack in the ceiling, and helps herself to a midnight snack. I can tell you, it's not yogurt. Sometimes, though, she seduces men with her beauty instead. I do wonder if the beauty is in the room with us right now. Because she's not exactly beautiful inside and out, but she sure enjoys what's inside men, namely hearts, livers, and stomachs. The good news is that she has weaknesses. Your best bet is to find her abandoned lower half and make it disappear. Keep her from rejoining her halves by sunrise, or the whole mess walks away. Survival chance? 20%, let's just say, you're head over heels in trouble. But hey, at least the next creature uses his butt for something useful. Like, horseback riding. The Nuckelavee. Okay, I may have been mistaken. He's not exactly riding a horse. He is the horse. Sort of. Straight out of the Orkney Islands. The Nuckelavee is considered one of the most hated demons in Scottish folklore, and that's in a country where demons basically outnumber sheep. So here's what you're dealing with. Imagine a giant horse with flipper legs, a glowing red eyeball, and a human torso just awkwardly attached on top. If that wasn't goofy enough. The human part also has absurdly long arms that probably just drag through whatever dirt it's stomping over. And to top it off, it has absolutely no skin. So if you ever come across it, you might mistake it for a log of salami. But the Nuckelavee doesn't just look disgusting. He is disgusting. This thing's breath alone can rot crops, kill livestock, and give you the worst seasonal allergies of your life. Entire villages blamed it for outbreaks of disease and famine. And want to know what triggered his tantrums? The smell of burning seaweed. That's it. Burn some kelp, and next thing you know, your cows are dead. Your only shot of survival is that he can't cross fresh water. So if you ever see it coming, just find a creek and hop over it. Or step outside when it rains, because apparently he won't. No idea why. Maybe it tickles his skinless body. Survival chance, 35%, maybe higher if you throw salt, lemon juice, and maybe a toothbrush his way. Cipactli. So, you know how most creation myths start with light and order? Yeah, not this one. The Aztecs kicked things off with a giant sea monster that was somehow half fish, half toad, and half crocodile. Yes, I know the math is wrong. But in my defense, so is everything else. Anyway, born from primordial chaos, Cipactli didn't really do anything except exist and eat. The problem was, she had mouths on basically every joint. Arms, legs, elbows. Just mouths everywhere. All of them permanently set to devour. So every time the gods tried to make something cool, a mountain, a sky, Grand Theft Auto 6, she popped up and swallowed it whole. Total hater energy. So naturally, they decided to get rid of the thing. Eventually, one of the gods, Tezcatlipoca, pulled a fine, I'll do it myself, and used his own leg as bait. Cipactli took the bait, chomped it clean off, and the gods jumped her. After a group beat down, they tore her apart and made the world out of her body. Which means, yes, the ground beneath your feet is technically one giant dead fish lizard. And what's worse, she's kinda still alive. So to keep her from fully respawning, the gods demanded regular blood sacrifices. If you ask me, I'd keep an eye on all the chipotles spawning everywhere. Cipactli, chipotle, kinda sus, no? Survival chance, 100%, unless you skip the blood offering or disrespect her at a taco joint. Krasue, you know Manananggal? Yeah, well, Krasue looked at that and said, I'm gonna get ahead of this whole body thing, and then left hers behind, completely. At first,
What
she
are you
appears
doing?
as a young, beautiful woman, just casually hanging around. But then you look down and see her intestines doing the same thing, just, more literally. You see, when night falls, her head detaches and decides to head out. Intestines and organs still fully attached and hanging on for dear life. She was cursed, apparently, usually for something a bit awful like infidelity or murder. And now she spends her nights on the hunt for blood. But if she can't find any, she'll downgrade to rotting meat. Or poop, I wish I was kidding. But her all-time favorite? Pregnant women. Because apparently, slurping up a fetus or licking placenta with a demon tongue is a 2-for-1 special you just won't find at Chipotle. Luckily, it's pretty easy to get rid of her. Just hide or destroy the body she leaves behind. No body, no backup plan. Or better yet, surround your place with spiky bushes. Apparently, her dangly bits tend to get tangled. Just don't drink anything weird while she's in town. If you ingest even a drop of her fluids, you're the next Krasue. Survival chance 50%. Higher if you don't smell like afterbirth. Siguanaba. From far away, she's a solid 10. From up close, it's more nay than slay. This demon from Central American folklore shows up as a stunning, long-haired woman, usually bathing by a moonlit river or washing clothes in some sketchy ditch. She's typically clothed in nothing but a see-through gown, or more often absolutely nothing at all. Of course, some people see this as the perfect chance to shoot their shot. And let's be honest, it's always men, in particular night owls, drunks, or cheaters, tend to get lured in, thinking they're about to score big. She lets you follow her off the beaten path, tossing glances over her shoulder, and then she turns around. I already hear you. Damn, catfish. It's actually a horse skull, you dummy. Luckily, I know something that will fix this problem. However, if you don't have access to a grocery bag, you'll probably die of shock. But if the shock didn't kill you, she'll lead you mad, lost in the wilderness. And if you're wondering about kids, no worries. She gets them too. Thank God she uses a more PG-friendly disguise for that, usually appearing as their mom. If, however, you find yourself in her presence, rumor has it you can banish her by biting your machete or making the sign of the cross. Or, if that doesn't work, you might have just hit on someone who's unfortunately real, in which case, just tell her you're not interested. Survival chance? 40%. Much lower if you have wandering eyes. Soucouyant. This one comes straight from Caribbean folklore. And before you ask, no, she's not hot, just on fire. Because once the sun sets, she's peeling off her wrinkled skin, folding it neatly into a mortar, and blasting through the sky as a literal fireball. Unfortunately, not that kind of fireball. During the night, she slips through cracks, keyholes, floorboards, basically any opening you forgot to patch up, and drains blood from sleeping victims. How she manages to extract blood while being on fire is unclear. Maybe she's got a straw. If you're lucky, you wake up with some nasty bruises. If not, you're either dead or you wake up as her replacement, which is a tough promotion to explain. And no, the blood's not for snacks. She trades it to a demon named Basil, who lives inside a silk cotton tree and apparently runs some kind of evil rewards program. What does he do with it? No idea. Now here's the fun part. To stop her, you can just throw some rice in her face. Apparently, she's cursed to count every grain before sunrise. So yeah, the phrase "put it in rice" isn't just for phones. Who knew? If you're feeling extra bold, you could find her skin and salt it. That'll lock her out of her body for good. Survival chance 60%. Lower if you ever sang along to Fireball by Pitbull. Alp. If you suffer from sleep paralysis, you might want to blame this guy. In German folklore, the Alp is a tiny gremlin that sneaks into your room at night, sits directly on your chest, and gives you the worst sleep of your life. As you can't move, you're basically forced to stare into the dark, wondering what the hell is holding you down. And then you spot it. A stupid little magic hat. It's called a Tarnkappe, basically a magical beanie that makes it invisible. So if your cat is suddenly rocking headwear, maybe don't assume it's just being quirky. During the day, the Alp disappears, but once night hits, it's shapeshifting into pigs, snakes, butterflies. Even your dead cousin if that'll mess with you more. And if sitting on your lungs wasn't enough, it might also tangle your hair, drink blood from extremely questionable places, or sour your milk just to be annoying. Luckily, it's pretty easy to get rid of the pests. You could just stick a broomstick under your pillow, hang iron horseshoes on your bedpost, place a mirror on your chest, or hang steel crosses around the room. You can even just ask it to come back later for coffee. It'll leave, then show up in the morning, usually as a man with eyebrows, ready to receive its gift. Don't ask about the eyebrows. Apparently, that's just part of the deal. Survival chance 60%. As long as your cat isn't into cosplay. Goatman. Greatest of all time? You've got to be kidding me. Try Get Out and Terrorize. Said to stalk the woods of Maryland, Texas, and Louisiana, this axe-wielding cryptid is part man, part goat, and definitely banned from the barnyard. He's known for chasing cars, dismembering pets, and interrupting teenage makeout sessions in the worst way possible. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is he terrifying, or did we just catch him mid-shit? Honestly? Both. Some say he's just a reclusive old hermit with a goat obsession. Others swear he was once a scientist working at the Beltsville Agricultural Research Center, experimenting on goats until something went horribly wrong. The result is a bloodthirsty goat hybrid with a chip on his hoof and an axe to grind. And if you're the type to greet him with a cheerful, "Thanks, you're the goat, man," that may just be your last words. The thing is, Goatman-type creatures go way back. Ancient Greece had satyrs doing the same weird hoof stuff, just with more wine. And in the US, he's got cousins. The Pope Lick Monster, the Waterford Sheepman, all the same guy, but with different zip codes. So if something hairy is standing by your car, breathing heavily, and your date's nowhere to be found, yeah, you might want to drive. Survival chance? 45%. 10% if you tell a bad joke. That wraps up the list of nightmare stuff you definitely didn't ask for. But if you want to see what Japan's been cooking up on the creepy side, head over to the Japanese Urban Legends video next.